If you're the heavyweight champion of the world, you got to fight with one eye at times. You got to fight with one eye at times.
Shut up, bitch.
The reception and the reaction after UFC 321, Tom Aspinall versus Cyril Gane, and the entire sort of eye poke incident that took place, you guys know what I'm talking about. The entire reaction to it has been absurd. From Dana White himself to Chael Sonnen and Anthony Smith to the fans. I mean, we're going to start with Dana White, right? So Dana White, let's just watch this. Let's not waste any time.
Great showing, shitty ending, you know. I think that after the Jones fight, a lot of people wrote Cyril Gane off. He looked damn good tonight.
Would you like to just rebook these guys as soon as Tom is able to get back in there?
Yeah, total pain in the ass, but yes, as soon as possible. It's unfortunate that it ended the way that it did, and yes, I think that there probably will be a lot more interest in the rematch after they saw, you know, he had Tom bloodied up, and you know, Tom didn't want to continue in the fight, so the rematch.
Tom didn't want to continue in the fight. I mean, I don't know. Tom didn't want to continue. It was just his choice to not continue. It wasn't the fact that he was almost like bro. I'm gonna show you other reactions, but like this notion that Tom Aspinall was faking it, or like, no, you don't. You know what? I'm gonna show you guys right now. Look at this. I showed this in my other video, in my reaction to this card, right? But look at this. Look at what's on your screen. Just look at it. And look at Cyril Gane's... Bro. Look at this. Does this look like... Oh, no, this is an eye poke that he just faked. Nah, he faked it, bro. How about when Cyril Gane literally curls his fingers into the socket? No, it's... Look at that, man. Oh, no, it's fake, man. It's fake. It's fake, dude. He's overreacting. He just chose not to continue. Yeah, it was his choice. It wasn't his eyes' choice. It wasn't the fact that he got fouled. It's the reaction from these people, from people in general, is like as if it was Tom that like fouled himself or something, or he's just faking it. I mean, I already said this, but I do think Dana White just simply does not like Tom Aspinall. I don't think that's a conspiracy theory. I don't think that's... I mean, look, Tom Aspinall is not a 6-foot-something gay black man. That is John Jones. So he only likes John Jones. you know what I mean? Like, it's... No, but I just don't think he likes Tom Aspinall. I did multiple videos on this throughout the last few months. And I think I was proven right throughout this entire fight week. And just even after this whole thing, Dana just doesn't like the guy. And this is not helping, obviously, the eye poke thing, but... What the fuck? It's not his fault that he got poked in the eye by some French... Oh, I almost said some French baguette, but instead of the B, it's the F. But let's move on to this. This is even worse, I think. I actually haven't seen this, so I'm going to react to this with you guys. Chael Sonnen and Anthony Smith, two guys that are former 5-time world champions, respectively. They are giving their take on this as well. Let's react.
Being poked in the eye is illegal, Brendan, but to fight with one eye is very common. The opponent's trying to hit your eye. He's trying to bust up and make your nose bleed. So that part of it does have question for guys like Anthony and I. We're trying to be polite. We're trying to show grace. But in all fairness, if you're the heavyweight champion of the world, you got to fight with one eye at times. I thought that the fight...
Have you ever fought with one eye as a heavyweight champion, Chael Sonnen? I mean, has Chael Sonnen ever fought... He's fought for a title. Has he ever defended a title with one eye? Has Chael Sonnen ever had his eyes gouged out by a heavyweight sausage fingers? And who knows where those freaking fingers have been, knowing the French. I'm kidding. Shout out to Benoit Saint-Denis. But has Chael Sonnen ever had his eyes gouged out by his opponent? I don't think he has. Has he ever defended a belt? Oh, no, he's never been champion.
It's turning out to be a little bit harder than perhaps Tom had expected. I had one concern with Tom, and this is not his fault. It's because he's so doggone good. But the reality is he finished 6 guys in the first round. He's never been to a third round of a fight, just for example. So the question is, how are you going to respond when things get tough? But there was something about the way that the story was being told, the way that it was being held on the eye and never removed. I mean, don't forget this cloth that he had in his eye contained an ice cube. This wasn't some kind of a magic cloth that was going to cure a cornea or something that was wrong with your eye or even take swelling away. It contained an ice cube, and it was just being held on there oddly. Then there was conversations that were taking place. What
does that mean, held on there oddly? What is that? How is he we're criticizing how Tom Aspinall was holding an ice cube against his eye now. This is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. Oh, the way he was holding it oddly against his eyes. Bro, after you guys watch this video, you're going to say, what the fuck did Tom Aspinall do to get these guys mad, bro? Honestly, after you guys watch this video, you're going to think that to yourselves. So many people, and I'm not just talking about fans, I'm talking about people like Chael, people like Anthony Smith, people like Dana. You know, we'll get to Pereira and Jones, obviously. All clowning on him. For what? What has he done? He doesn't talk any smack. He's a nice guy. He's just a good fighter. That's all it is. And these people hate him. They're so quick to jump on him. If this was Islam Makhachev, everyone would shut the fuck up. If this was John Jones himself, everyone would shut the fuck up. If this was Pantoja, no one would care. If this was Amanda Nunes, no one would care. If this was no one would care if it was any other champion. But because it's Tom Aspinall, everyone has an opinion now. Everyone apparently would have kept fighting if they had one eye. Chael Sonnen,
there was a story that
a guy who's never been a champion would have kept fighting and defended his belt. Oh, wait, he's never had a belt to defend. Fucking moron.
And I've checked out of fights before. Yeah. I know what it looks like, and I knew that he was done.
There, here it is in real time. I'm not saying it's Tom's fault, and I'm not gonna, pretend that I know how bad it is or isn't. I think Chael made a poetic point that you have to be used to or willing to fight with one eye. I did it in Singapore. You never say I can't.
Yo, bro. Yo, guys, bro. I know Anthony Smith. I know Anthony Smith, a guy who is notorious for being a fucking bum of a fighter. A legitimate can. He's a glorified can. I've done multiple videos on Anthony Smith, if you know the channel, the lore of my channel. Anthony Smith is talking about, hey man, I've done it before. I fought with one eye before, man. You're a bum. You go into the fetal position any time you face any adversity. But you want to talk about you would have kept fighting if you had one eye. Oh my gosh, bro. Dude, you were getting taken down by one-legged Jimmy Crute. Do I have to go through this bum's career? Oh, why are you being disrespectful to the fighters? Because Anthony Smith, there's a lot of fighters I respect. I don't respect Anthony Smith. Again, I've done videos on this guy. He sucks, simply put. And for him to sit here and pretend like he's if it was me though. Oh, but when I fought Zhang Minyang or whoever he fought in Singapore, I don't even know who he fought in Singapore. When I fought so-and-so, you have never even won a title. You've barely sniffed a title shot. Oh my God, this guy sucks ass.
See if you want to continue to fight. So when they ask the question, you just nod your head and you just walk away. Like you find a way to get away from the doctor. If you want to fight, you can fight.
If your eye gets swollen and it gets shut.
I can't even say that legally. I can't even say what I wanted to say legally. I wish I could just say whatever I want on this fucking platform. Like, how is Anthony Smith? How? I'm like mind blown by this. If this was like Daniel Cormier, if this was Stipe up here, if this was Volkanovski, Robert Whittaker, guys who have been champion or who have done something in the sport. When I respect Chael Sonnen, but I mean, all memes aside, it's Chael Sonnen. Anthony Smith I don't respect because there's nothing to respect about his career. He's a terrible fighter. Again, a notorious can.
If your nose gets clogged and you can't breathe, that you're kind of used to these things. Tom said something, and look, we got to dwell on a guy in a really bad moment, but to dwell on him, he said, I got poked in the eye, I can't see. If you got poked in the eye and you're injured, we have a totally different conversation. If you get poked in the eye and you can't see, generally in our sport, that's just something you've got to push through.
Oh my God. Oh my God. This can't be serious. I'm being pranked. The guy got eye poked and we're shaming him. We're shaming Tom Aspinall for not continuing to fight with one eye. Typically, guys, I don't know if you guys know this. I'm not talking to you, Chael and Anthony. I'm talking to you guys at home. Typically, when a fighter gets fouled really bad, whether it's an eye poke or maybe a low blow, like we saw with Kevin Holland, which is the most recent example I can give you guys. Or, I think Daniel Cormier as well got eye poked against Stipe, and he went on to get KO'd, right? Typically, when you get fouled, you don't win the fight. If you push through, if you get fouled, eye poked, and you try to push through, you still got your eyes still kind of closed, but you're trying to thug it out to impress Anthony Smith of all people and Chael Sonnen. That's who you're impressing if you're trying to do that. If you get poked in the eye, guys, remember, don't take your time. Don't freaking, you know what? I don't know if I should jump back in there. I mean, I literally can't open my right eye. Maybe I should just call it a day. I literally can't see out of one eye. Should I try to fight Cyril Gane with one eye, a heavyweight, in one of the most important fights of my career for a championship fight? Should I really do this? Should I really fight Cyril Gane with one eye? But you got to remember, Tom Aspinall. Remember this. Chael Sonnen and Anthony Smith are watching. Remember that. It's like, you see how retarded this is? Anthony Smith comparing himself in any way to Tom Aspinall. Oh, yeah, but I fought with one eye before. Against who? Against who? Against who? Tom Aspinall is fighting a heavyweight top contender for a heavyweight title in the main event. He is a champion defending his title against a heavyweight. Anthony Smith, you are a fat middleweight who fought at light heavyweight and lost to anybody who was decent. And you want to compare you thugging through an eye poke however many years ago to Tom Aspinall getting eye poked by Cyril Gane's heavyweight sausage fingers. Heavyweight sausage sounds crazy. Good thing I added the fingers part.
Gay.
It's insane. It's just absolutely insane. And then Chael Sonnen saying, yeah, well, typically, man, you got to just push through. Yeah, you get shot in the octagon with a double barrel shotgun, you got to just push through. You get stabbed in the foot, you got to just, like, what the fuck, man? At some point, no, you shouldn't have to just push through. If your eyes literally close shut, no, that would be dumb. That's what dumb fighters do. There's a reason Anthony Smith and Chael Sonnen have never won belts, because they're dumb fighters. And then you got Alex Pereira, right? Even Pereira is kind of clowning him. I'll just turn the audio off, but let's make heavyweight great again. Just like, why? What do you have against Tom? I don't understand. Alex Pereira put this on Instagram, I think. Let's make the heavyweight division great again. And then he put like he's smiling, like, what the fuck? What is this? I'm an Alex Pereira super fan. I'm a big fan of Alex Pereira. Probably a bigger fan of Alex than I am of Tom. But fuck this guy, bro. Honestly. What a jackass. Like, why are you doing this? Oh, yeah, it's so funny. He got his eye poked out. Isn't that funny? Mind you, Alex Pereira is the same guy that whenever he loses, he has a list of excuses. I'm just being honest. I have to be honest. I did videos on this. He has 80,000 excuses ready to put out. I had norovirus. I broke my hand, this and that, and I was tired, and I stubbed my toe that morning. But someone legitimately gets eye poked very bad to where their eyes are, the guy who poked their eyes literally clawed in the socket. But that's not worthy of, no, you should fight through that. Just fight through that, bro. Just fight with one eye and then get KO'd by Cyril Gane, because we're impressing Alex Pereira and Chael Sonnen and Anthony Smith and John Jones fans and John Jones himself, as you see here. So John Jones, I don't know if you guys see this. John Jones reacts to Tom Aspinall's latest fight by changing his profile picture to a duck with an eye patch. So he didn't tweet anything, he didn't post anything, but he changed his Instagram profile picture to an AI duck. It's obviously AI, but it has an eye patch this time. So, I mean, he's too much of a coward to say any words to Tom Aspinall. Like, what are we doing here? Like, honestly, what are we even doing here? I mean, this is the same guy that legitimately ducked Tom Aspinall, said it's not worth his time. I don't want to fight Tom Aspinall. I don't like him. He's an asshole. And I mean, I've said everything I need to say on John Jones, and there's more that I'd like to say, but I legally can't say it. And so for him to basically now just, oh, let me mock him by putting an eye patch on what's it even supposed to insinuate? I mean, if the duck with the belt is supposed to represent you, then why do you have an eye patch on yourself? It's not really the dig that you think it is. But John Jones is just gay and retarded. I mean, it is what it is. I don't even like to show him any attention, but this is just, again, what did Tom Aspinall do to John Jones? I have no idea. No idea whatsoever. But again, this is the guy that he's clowning Tom Aspinall. He's making fun of Tom. You got eye poked. Hi, let me put an eye patch over a duck. So funny, right? You didn't fight this guy. You still ducked him. Again, I said this in a previous video. Even if Tom Aspinall loses 80 times, loses his next 80 fights, you still ducked him. It is what it is. You still ducked him. That's the reality. You have to live with that for the rest of your life, that you ducked another man. So, cool, man. I guess he's happy that, because it's what he would have done. He would have eye poked somebody too. He actually legitimately has admitted in interviews he actually eye pokes people.
So Daniel Cormier is saying before the fight that I'll end up poking him in the eyes at some point. And the reason why he says that is because I do poke people in the eyes. And it's very illegal, but I do it.
So I don't know. I guess Tom Aspinall must have smashed all their wives. He must have stole all of their candy. He must have taken, I don't know what he's done. I really don't know what he's done to all these people to clown on him. Or to have these dumbass takes. It's crazy, bro. I mean, look at this. We can go on Twitter. If you just search up the name Tom Aspinall like I have. I literally searched up the name. I'm trying to zoom out here. Tom Aspinall. And let me tell you. You guys will see the most idiotic takes ever. I mean, let's start with this one. Tom Aspinall was exaggerating, but I just can't prove it. Just he's exaggerating while he has fingers within his eye socket. He's just exaggerating. Tom Aspinall, when his opponent don't immediately fall to that 1-2, it just makes no sense. But obviously, I'm assuming this is a black John Jones fan. Nothing to do with race, but I mean, it typically goes together, right? And then, how Aspinall quit. Motherfuckers are expecting Tom to continue the fight. Well, I respect that tweet. That's a good tweet. Then you actually do have a lot of people defending Tom. Tom Aspinall was exaggerating. Fuck off. So you do actually have a lot of people defending Tom Aspinall on Twitter, which is really good to see. Again, look at this. This is, like this guy says, this is worse than any John Jones eye poke I've ever seen. And John Jones is the eye poke guy, and this is worse than those. One of the worst eye pokes I've ever seen. Legitimately. I mean, I keep repeating it over and over throughout this video because I want you guys to understand what these guys are either mocking him for or saying he should have fought through. Oh, he should have fought through this. They are saying, Chael Sonnen and Anthony Smith, Dana White saying, oh, he chose not to continue. John Jones clowning him. Pereira clowning him. These guys are mocking or making fun of or saying that he should have continued through an eye poke where the fingers were in the eye socket. I want you guys to really get that in your head. The same way he had fingers in his fucking head. So, crazy, man. Crazy, bro. Insane. Just insane. Again, look at this. That looks like he faked it, bro. He faked it. Yeah, Tom Aspinall faked an eye poke, bro. Jeez, bro. So the reaction to this is insane. I'm actually glad, though. I searched up the name Tom Aspinall. I'm glad that I'm seeing more people defend Tom than crap on him, which is good. Because initially I saw a wave of I saw Kenny Okoye tweet something, but he gets no views, and I get more views than him. So it doesn't even matter anymore. I mean, I have 2,000 subs. I pull more fucking views than the guy. So it doesn't even matter. He's just engagement baiting at this point. So I don't really care about that. I can't wait to see what Joe Rogan says. He's going to probably insinuate the same thing. I saw DC said something, but I don't think it was like that bad, so it's cool. He didn't say nothing too crazy. Look, my take is I legitimately do think he was eye poked very bad. I don't think he was faking it. I don't think he was over exaggerating or trying to get a way out of the fight or anything like that. He was legitimately poked in his eye, judging by the fact that judging by the picture that's in your face. It's not AI. It's not like, what are we doing here? It's not like we're not making this narrative up. Us people that are siding with Tom Aspinall or are Tom Aspinall fans, we're not just saying, oh, well, it looked like it was a bad eye poke. It was a bad eye poke. It's in our face. We can see it. Sadly, Tom Aspinall probably can't see shit. Apparently he went straight to the hospital. So I guess it'll probably take for the medical reports to come out and for Tom Aspinall to be walking around in an eye patch for people to believe that he legitimately could not fight through it. It's insane. He wanted a way out. What did you want him to do? Fight a championship fight with one eye and risk losing his eye like Bisping did? You morons. It is what it is, though. People are retarded. The world is retarded. Everyone in this world is retarded. Make sure you guys like, comment, share, sub. Let me know your thoughts on this video. The aftermath of this entire thing, the terrible responses from everybody. It's just the one that pissed me off the most was the Chael Sonnen and Anthony Smith one. Again, two guys that have done nothing in the sport. I respect Chael Sonnen. He's, it's cool to meme about him, but let's be honest, he's never won a belt. He's never come close to where, well, I guess, he almost beat Anderson Silva, but I was going to say he never came close to winning a belt, but I guess he almost beat Anderson Silva, but then he got submitted, like, in the 5th round, so he's a dumbass. And then Anthony Smith, like, I can't, the Anthony Smith one legitimately blows my mind. A guy who is notoriously known for being in the fetal position every single time any adversity comes his way in a fight, and he's trying to make it seem like, oh man, Tom's not a real warrior like Anthony Smith. Like, he's not a real warrior like me, because I would have fought. It's just like, why don't you just walk onto oncoming traffic? I can't even legally say that. Make sure you guys like, comment, share, sub, become a member down below. Love you guys. See you guys. Let me know your thoughts on this whole Tom Aspinall saga. I'm probably going to do more videos on it depending on what information comes out, because it's a pretty big deal, and it's just insane the amount of people that are clowning on him for, in my opinion, virtually no reason. There are people that are supporting him, which is cool, but it is what it is. See you guys. Peace.